because of the children.
Yeah.
But really, you know, you don't, if you use the children as the reason to stay in, and yet there's physical abuse. Now, supposing you die, you lose your life in that process, what happens to these children? They will still remain. So a lot of people are, sometimes people are getting in because I think fast forward, anyone who gets into a relationship has an agenda, whether it is a good or a wrong agenda or a right agenda. And sometimes we look more on the material stuff than the value and the ability to have this healthy relationship. And sometimes, you find someone gets into a relationship with someone who has had several failed relationships. Now, what we normally ask, what makes you special? So that you can stay in a relationship where there has been failed relationship. Then you find then that the very, very fact that there has been a failed relationship before, you find that can actually be used against the person who is coming in. So you don't quite get into sorting the issues. You actually look back on, no wonder, you know, you hear the person being said, no wonder you have failed before. So there are so many things that causes people to really, you know, stay in this failed, unhealthy relationship. Like you find someone, because it's a lady and she has had maybe 2 failed relationships, she's sticking in this one because she's feeling self-stigma. If I leave this one, then it means I'll be the one who will be stigmatized. Sometimes people stay in because at least I'm getting resources. I have a car, I have a good house, I have a good environment. So let me just stick here and get this done. But then as time goes, you basically exhaust your physical. Because you see, the mind, you cannot deceive your mind when you're not happy. You can never deceive your mind when you're not happy. Take a simple example. You know, when we came here, there was water. You've asked for warm water. Then you're given cold water. You will take that cold water if it's a must, but your mind will tell you, no, I did ask for warm water. Now, how come you brought me warm water? I mean, cold water instead of warm water. So when you're staying into a relationship and you constantly are not happy, there are things that are happening and you're not happy, you're actually hitting on your body, even if it is not, it's emotional, it could even be financial. You know, it surprises me sometimes that somebody's even like given all the money they need, but they're still not happy because they are lacking the very, you know, the very honorable and respect that they need in that relationship. But they have all the money, they have all the facilities that they need. Yeah.
You've also mentioned about toxic relationships, and you can't